Hey, hey, how y'all boys doing today, cuz? I'm trying to tell y'all boys, man. Hey, go ahead and get that panorama. That panorama. I'm trying to tell y'all boys I ain't had the cut yet, you feel me? Now I got the cut, and stock that went up. And that's one of the things I tried to tell y'all boys in the last video, you know what I'm saying? With the you gotta pick your trait. I got traits of the traits, but one of my traits, as you can see, is the looks. And now I don't abuse the looks. And what I mean by that is you can't look good all the time, right? But you also don't want to look busted and disgusting, right? But sometimes I get a little cocky with it because I know when I get a retwist cut, I'm him. I can pop out with it. So sometimes I will go out looking kind of bummy because I know my full potential. I know what I look like when I really put it together. And I say all this to say this, that you don't always want to pop out every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? You want to have the phases to where you go low, but not too low. I ain't saying too low where you can't still go hunt or you can't still, do your thing. But you want to go to phases where it's like, if you stay at a high phase all the time, it's going to saturate the market for you. But when you go a little low and then come back, boom, pop out, it's like, you got your haircut, you got your retwist, like, let me see, like, it makes it more valuable for when you do pop out, when you do, put it on. Now, fit-wise, like I said, I look a certain way, so I only really dress fit-wise pop out on the weekends if I'm going out to the club or something. But that's a rare occasion in itself too. But my hair, I normally get the cut. Since I got the dreads, I only get the cut mostly with the retwist. But this time around, I may fade the two strand out a little longer, and then get a recut about 2 or 3 weeks. So it's like I can have it last a little bit longer and have it still look a little good while I'm rocking. But I just want to tell y'all boys, in today's episode, we're going to really talk about, the benefits of being in a relationship and then the benefits of being single, right? So when you're in a relationship, already you have that shorty who's really into you. And me personally, I'm an advocate. I don't advocate cheating. I advocate you being with shorty and you hold it down. But if she is actively trolling you and actively taking things away, hey, I believe we are a company, man. Like, your last name is a company. And if you are in business with somebody, another company who's trying to merge with your company, and they're not providing what you need, outsource. Hey, outsource is not cheating, because you're giving that company a chance to provide what you need. And if you need to outsource. Now, I know women or people like, it's equality, so where's the woman outsource? She outsource, she gone. You do what you want to do, baby. Like, you can't outsource for me. You got to believe in this company. Because you're here to work for this company so this company can grow and we can build, and you know what I'm saying? So you can't outsource. You got to devote yourself to the company, or else I'm going to outsource. And when I outsource, you're liable to not be around no more. Right? And that all comes down to the employee, how you working. The person, employee, you say employee, coach, CEO, how hard they're working to improve the company. Now, when you're single, that's a double-headed sword, right? It looks all great because you can go, I'm gonna go out, shoot my shot, blah blah. But we know as men, unless you, like I said from the last video, unless you got multiple other things, boxes check, and even with multiple of those boxes checked, you still have women who will flake at the last minute, who will be like, and flake out. So you put a bunch of work in, put a bunch of resources in, and they'll still flake. For whatever reason they got the ick, they flake. So it's just, the single life is fun until it's not. Because you can check all the boxes, you can do everything right, and the girl's she's still flake, right? And then we also know as men, it's a numbers game. So you gonna be, like, you gotta be built for it. You gotta be built for that single life. You gotta be built for no's, rejection. You gotta be a man's man when you're in that single lifestyle, because the percentage of you knocking something every time you go out is very low. No matter how how qualified you are, no matter how equipped you are, the percentage is still low because you are not in control of whether you get to knock someone or not, right? But obviously, everything's situational. So you can increase your level of knock depending on the situation you provide and the situation you put yourself in, ultimately. And those are things that you have to personally work on and have to really take a self-evaluation and look at, what am I lacking on, right? Because in a relationship, once you pass the honeymoon phase and once you pass a certain level, it's like all your tricks out the hat, especially in this new modern era of social media and everything. You both are always looking at the new best thing, but as we all know, the grass doesn't always mean it's gonna be green on the other side. But that means you have to keep working on yourself, and that's something I personally had to, in my past relationship, I realized that it's like I'm working hard for things, and like I said, when you have a woman, it's upkeep. Like you have to keep doing things. So you got to be right. You got to be right financially. Even if you're right financially, you got to really take hits, willing to make a lot of sacrifices. And I'm a man's man, so I'm willing to do all that. Like I will starve for my woman. If I'm down to my last 20, I'll make sure she eat, or make sure I use that 20 to make her smile. But then at the same time, I'm like, I also got caught sometimes in like just believe in the vision, baby. Like I'm working. So believe in me and believe in this vision while I'm working and while I'm striving for us. You know what I'm saying? But you can't get too much caught up in your purpose when you have a girlfriend. Now, and I know that's weird to say, because like everybody's like, as a man, you're supposed to be on your purpose, supposed to be driven. Forget about women, XYZ, and that is true. But the reason why you have a purpose is for a woman, right? And and the real reason for, like I said, if you believe in religion and all that, and God, you're here to multiply and procreate. So your purpose of being whatever you're being is ultimately to provide for your family and to provide for a woman to make sure she's happy. So at the same time, like your purpose is your purpose, but you're doing your purpose for a woman. For everything we do as men is for women. And if you don't know that, you should know that. Like you're not buying good cars, smelling good, looking nice for men. I mean, unless you swing that way. And if you swing that way, hey, I don't judge it. You do what you do. But we elevate and level up for women. You know what I'm saying? Like when them guys scored football, I remember I was watching the University of Miami documentary, I think one time. He scored a touchdown. He said, man, the basketball players, when they do good, the girls get to see their face. So I took my helmet off when I scored, because you need to see, hey, I want the ladies to see me. You know what I'm saying? I want them to see my success and who's doing it. Validation from a woman. And I'm not saying to purposely live your life for validating women, but it's like ultimately that's what we do. We want the attention of women. We want to be loved by women. You know what I'm saying? Because women honestly are the greatest things God's ever created. You know what I'm saying? Outside of a man, you know, because being a man is great. You know what I'm saying? But being a woman, I don't know what that's like. But women in general is like, oh my Lord, thank you, Jesus, for creating them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the last video, I don't know if I said it or not. I could be repeating myself, but you just know how much I'm thankful for the Lord creating women, because they are something else. But like I was saying though, just work it out. Always look in the mirror. Always look to what am I doing wrong. Self-evaluate. And I'm very self-aware, and I understand. I know I sit back and take time to think on what I need to do better, what I need to improve on. Like I said, in my personal opinion, between being single and being in a relationship, I personally am a relationship guy because I want a wife and kids and marriage. But I can do the single life. I can be out there, bang, 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 binga, binga, boom. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. But ultimately, I do want a woman that loves me, not love her. And we just rock it out in this world together. You know what I'm saying? And I may got a little vibe like that, may not. Who knows? Like who knows what life gonna swing your way? You just gotta play the cards you dealt. But you know what I'm saying? Enough of me rambling for this episode. Y'all boys, stay easy, stay doing your thing. Don't get caught up in too much sauce. Always look to elevate. You know what I'm saying? And understand your value, and understand how to increase your value. And understand at any given time you are blessed for being a man. So at any given time, you can change your situation from day to day. You can always improve from day to day. You can always get more from day to day. You're never stagnant. You're never in one place. be like water. Let's just flow, guys. Let's get it.